Are you a beginner guitar player and you're struggling with changing from chord to chord to chord? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks or methods that you can use to help you get faster at your chord changes so that you don't have to struggle anymore. Hi, my name is Shelly. I am a singer, songwriter, recording artist, and performer, and I've been playing the guitar for 50 years. And I want to help you, the beginner guitar player, go from being a beginner to being a confident guitar player. So I'm going to show you different methods or tips and tricks, like I said, that can help you move from chord to chord, get that muscle memory going, and also with rhythm and so forth. So the first thing we're going to do, and I'm going to use G and C chords, because what we're going to do is what we call a silent strum. We're not going to strum. We're just going to make the chord shapes and move to the next chord shape. So I'm going to use G and C. You can use any chord shapes or chords that you are struggling with, maybe from D to A, maybe from C to F, any two chord shapes. You can practice this with any two chord shapes. But in this demonstration, I'm just going to use G and C. So I'll get your G chord. And if some of you are saying, why are you adding that third finger? Because I always play the G chord that way. And it's because there's going to be another chord shape that I use in future videos that you're going to be using. So to get your finger trained to be there, that's why I teach G like that. All right, so now you got G. So silent strum. And now you're going to go to C. So you're going to move your fingers and get to that C chord. So even if you have to look at your fingers, move the guitar like this so you can see the strings, get your placement. Okay, there's C. Now you have C. Now you're going to go back to G. Again, if you have to look and get your placement, do that, and then that's where your G is. Now go back and forth for at least 30 seconds or more, because this is going to help you with your placement. Okay, try to do this every day for 30 seconds. Now, notice that my fingers stay really close to the fretboard. I'm not making a chord, taking my hand away, and then coming back, taking my hand away. It's very important that if you want to get faster at changing your chords, keep your hand nice, your fingers nice and close. Have your thumb always kind of hanging on the neck here, and that it's close by. You're keeping your hand nice and close. So when you're at the G chord, okay, now you're going to move to the C chord, keeping your fingers right above the strings. You don't want to be straying over here, because when your fingers go away, now they have to come back and find that placement again. That's going to be part of your muscle memory if you start doing that. So you want to keep fingers really close to the strings. See how I'm just keeping my hand right there? I'm going to zoom in and see how my fingers don't stray away very far. They're right above the strings. Now the next thing is, it's not only struggling with making your chords and go to each shape, it's also with strumming. Now you have to strum and get that in time. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make that G chord. We're going to strum, stop, get to your C chord. You're going to strum, stop, go back to your G chord, strum, stop. Okay? So that's just going between two. Now we're going to do all four chords in the key of G, the four basic chords in the key of G. And so I'm going to play G, stop. Now I'm going to go to E minor, get my chord in place, strum, stop. Next chord I'm going to play is C, get my chord in place, strum, stop. Now I'm going to go to D, get that in place as well. Strum, stop, go back to G. Strum, stop. All right, so you're going to G, stop. E minor, stop. C, stop. D, stop. G, stop. Okay, so then you get, as you are playing those chords slowly, maybe you'll feel a little bit of rhythm. Doing this removes rushing and builds accuracy for you. Another tip is anchoring. Some chords, when you go from one chord to another, there's the same fingers or on the same strings in the next chord. So you can anchor two fingers instead of moving all of your fingers. I'll show you what I mean. For example, the C chord. Now, in the key of C, there is C, A minor, F, and G. C and A minor, the only finger you have to change is the third finger, and you move it to its position underneath. So these two fingers stay anchored. The third finger is the only finger that moves. So this also helps with changing your chords a little quicker. So you're moving the third finger and then moving it here to the A minor. One more time. Third finger goes back here for C. Third finger just moves and goes here. And now from A minor to F, you can do this almost the same thing. You still can anchor your first finger. All I had to do was move it down. Now I'm barring and I just moved the second finger and the third finger. So go from A minor, and then I'm anchoring that first finger. I'm just flattening it out and then moving 2 and 3 to F. So once again, you can go from C to A minor, just moving one finger, and then to F, you just flatten out the first finger and move 2 and 3. And that's anchoring. So there's going to be other chords that you can do that with as well, but I'm just showing you with those 3 chords. So now you want to know how to keep in rhythm. It's very important when you're playing songs that you keep in rhythm. You can't be going just wherever you want to play and it doesn't sound good. You need to be in time, you need to keep a rhythm. And so changing from chord to chord, you got to keep that in rhythm as well. So we're going to do really slowly, G to E minor to C to D, and then back to G. So you're going to be 4 count, 1, 2, 3, 4. So with your G chord, going to strum 1, 2, 3, 4. Next chord, E minor's on the 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to C, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then to D, 2, 3, 4. Then to G, 2, 3, 4. So that next chord, when you make that chord change, it has to be on the 1 beat of the next measure. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you're still struggling with making those chord changes at this point, go back to the beginning of this video and practice those other methods before you go back to this. So I'm going to demonstrate. I'm just going to hum along something and do 4 strums per measure of music. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. 4/4 timing. just to show you how you can change chords, and you got to be on the beat. Okay, so it's da 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 da. So I hope this video helped you with these tips and tricks, and let me know in the comments if it did or not, or if you have any questions for me. I read my comments and I reply to every one of them. If you like this video, please give me a like, a thumbs up. If you feel that someone else could benefit from watching this, please share, and especially please subscribe, and then you'll get notifications when I upload a next video, which I do once a week. I also have a playlist for how to learn guitar for beginners, and I'll put a link up above here. So until next time, keep playing guitar, and I'll see you in the next video.